So definitely we can focus in our presentation. There is some key tools. MRP, materials requirement planning. So based on your production, you need to make some plan for the materials. What materials you need to for making a product. So there is the ERP, means that integrated data transaction. Okay, and sales and operation planning. We have, okay, after making some goods or products, what do you need to do? Actually, we need to do some sales and operations planning. Okay, you already made lots of products. If you don't have any planning about sales, you don't have any marketing, you cannot sell your items to the market, right? You need to do some planning in a right way and proper way. Okay, advanced planning and scheduling and capacity planning. Okay, you want to produce like 1,000 items, but you need to think about your capacity. Do you have any capacity for the 1,000 items? Okay, so everywhere you need to make a plan. Okay, think about your life. You have a one plan for your life. Okay, you think 5 years later you make something for your family, or you want to make a good house, or you want to buy a house. So what is your planning? Okay, so in the London you want to buy or you want to get a mortgage, a 2 bedroom or 4 bedroom house. You need to make a plan for £600, £600,000, right? So we need to make planning. Okay, for this £600,000, so you need to at least give that 10% or 5% in a cash or card payments, like 30,000. So you need to make plan how you accumulate, how you collect these 30,000 pounds, when you collect, how long it will be take, right? So everywhere you need to make a planning. Yeah, planning. So there is another definition is that calculates material needs from the boom and then forecast. Okay, another example, works well in the stable production with reliable leads time, but poorly high variety of custom shops. So based on your market demands, you need to produce your items, you need to produce your products. Otherwise you will be fail in the market. Why? If you don't know the planning, if you don't have any marketing planning, you don't know about the demand, you don't know about the capacity planning, so there is a big things to fail your business. So that's why we need to use some planning control techniques. Okay, there is some tools we are talking about. There is a tools, MRP, ERP, finance and Kanban and SOP. There is some best environment. Based on this environment is like, for these tools market, the environment will be the stable. You can predict if you use these techniques. Okay, and what is the caution? Needs accurate masters data. Okay, if you need a good data. So in your assignment, what we need to do in your presentation, I'll have a look again. Okay, in your presentation, what do we need to do? In 2 or 3 people, you will deliver 15 minutes. So I'll give you 12 minutes. Like you are 3 people, you will speak 4 minutes, 12 minutes, and I'll ask some questions, and you will give the answer based on your presentation. So your presentation that evaluate and applies the advanced operational planning. This is the one thing. Another thing is that resource control techniques. You need to use these two. Based on these two, you need to make your assessment. I already send it to you in a WhatsApp group, so you can check within specific organizational context. What is specific context? Like you can choose either service sector or either manufacturer sectors. If you think about service sector, you can pick any organization who they are giving service, like booking.coms. Do you know the booking.coms? They are also service company, right? You know the Tesla manufacturer company, like they produce electric cars. Microsoft, you know about this. You know about the Apple. So there is a soft. You can either talking about, okay? So on that, what you need to do? Based on this, identify the key operational complexity and challenge. So that organization, what type of challenge they are face. Based on sustainability, pressure, supply chain disruption, or lab resource constraint, or cross-cultural operations. This is the example. Another is that evaluate suitable advanced operational planning and resource control techniques. We are talking already about the lean system capacity planning, and apply those, few of those techniques in the organizational context. That means which organization you are already selected, that and adapt them appropriately its environment and cultures. Okay, so you will some study. Obviously, you need to do some study about which company is taking. You go to the Google, search about them. You search about their planning. You search about their techniques. If you go to the Google, or either you can use the ChatGPT or Gemini, whatever you can use, you need to ask based on the requirement. You can ask the question. They will give you the answer. Based on answer, you will get some knowledge. And obviously, you need to submit before 17 December. That means 16 is the last, and presentation will be the 20 December. Okay, and obviously you can use the references. Okay, APA 7th edition references style you need to use. So I can add here, because after your presentation the references. Give me a second. So the style is APA 7th edition. Okay, you got it? And based on understanding and knowledge, you will get the 30% of mark. Intellectual skills, you will get 20% of marks. And then practical skills, 30%. How you will practical about the talking about your organization, choosing their techniques is realistic or not, we can check. Transferable skills like your structure, your confidence of delivery, your posture and gesture. We'll have a look. Your presentation style. Okay, your tune. Okay, what about the contribution of the presentation? We'll check which part you contribute, will tell you, ask you. Okay, and how you manage your time. Okay, transition, answering question, engagement, how you face the question and give the answer. This is the things. Okay, do you have any question regarding this, ma'am?
No.
Okay, so you will have a look, some discussion on yourself on base. Okay, so thank you so much for today.
Thank you.
Joining for your class. You did your present, the present, yeah, signature. We done.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.